What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Cocos Create. I'm Coleman, and I said it was Cocos Create, but this is actually Coco Critiques. Obviously, it's been a week, 2 weeks, I suppose, since I've seen you. I've missed you all. Welcome back to Cocos Critiques. I'm pretty excited to get into this one. This is something that I watched a little bit ago now, but it's been on my mind ever since, and I've just been thinking about it daily. And in fact, a lot of people have, because it's had a recent resurgence in popularity. Now, I'm pretending like you don't know what it is, as if you haven't seen the thumbnail and the title and the video description and all of that. But yes, today I am critiquing Breaking Bad. So Breaking Bad is, quite frankly, an amazing show. People refer to it, they say it's the best show of all time, blah, 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 all of that. This is a very good show. And watching it, I have no choice but to agree. It is fantastic. It knew when to end. It had a good ending, which is so hard to find in TV shows. They always go downhill. They push it one season too far, and then it's downhill, and then you get an unsuccessful ending and all of that. But Breaking Bad knew. They knew stop here, and they knew how to push it. So they also, they released the Breaking Bad movie El Camino, which takes place after Breaking Bad, as well as currently Better Call Saul, which is going on right now, and that is before Breaking Bad. So the basic premise of Breaking Bad is a school teacher, Walt, chemistry teacher. He's very good at chemistry. He has, oh my goodness, we got dogs running back there. He finds out that he has cancer, and in order to pay for his cancer treatments, he decides that the only, viable way that he's going to get through all of this is by selling meth. So that's what he does. Turns to the drug trade. He finds an old student of his, Jesse Pinkman, and they team up to kind of sell meth and make a lot of money. And, I don't want to spoil too much, so I won't dive too much into the later details, but everything is so interconnected. It has this beautiful way of stringing you along, and you're thinking, how is this going to relate to anything? And then you kind of forget about it for a little bit, and then, the next string of the story, whoop, loops right back into it, and it is beautiful. It really is. Okay, apparently I'm gonna have the hiccups during this video. It tells a great story. It knows what it's doing, and it is a fantastic show. Some important other characters, Skylar is Walter's wife. So, there's all sorts of things with that. And then you've got Hank's brother, Walt's brother-in-law, Hank, who is actually a DEA agent, the Drug Enforcement Agency. So, there's that whole thing. Saul is his lawyer, who has his own spin-off show, like I was saying before, Better Call Saul. And there's so many great characters in this. They make you root for the bad guy and hate the good guy and all of this stuff, and it's just excellent. It really is an amazing show. But the most important thing about this show is, in its recent resurgence, there have been so many Breaking Bad memes. There's just been so many. There'll be like memes where Jesse's explaining something to Walt, and it's something like really like new age, like Zoomer type thing, something from TikTok or Twitter or something like that. And Walt goes, "Jesse, what the are you talking about?" And stuff like that. Recently, Dean Norris, the actor who plays Hank, has gotten really big on Twitter all of a sudden, and Cameo. And he has created some truly cursed videos, in fact, where he goes, while referring to the hit game Among Us, of course. He goes, Walt, you've been acting a little sus lately. It's almost like there's an imposter among us. Walt, I saw... Don't lie to me, Walt! You sussy baka! And I mean, it's awful. It's one of the worst videos to watch, but it's hilarious because he says it with such force and everything, and you can tell that he's still in character. And so, you know, there are tons of endless memes. There's, Walt falling and he goes, and then he like falls. That's a great GIF that people use for reactions here and there and all of that good stuff. It's an amazing meme, Breaking Bad in general. And there's just like so many things that you could do with it because there's so much show. That's looping back to the actual show instead of just talking about memes the whole time. It just carries so much weight with it, because I believe it's 5 seasons and every season packs a punch, There are a couple lulls in the show where it kind of like calms down for a bit and you're like, okay, this is a little bit boring right now. But more than anything, it's just intense. It's anxiety ridden, it's action, it's this great story. It speaks to, problems with the medical system, with, the justice system, and there's so many different, like, interlooping themes, and you think it is too much, because it just punches and punches and punches, and then it just slides out this perfect, beautiful show. And I mean, that's really all it comes down to, is this beautiful show. And I love it. It's amazing. It really is. It took me a while to actually start to watch it. People were telling me, you gotta watch Breaking Bad, you gotta watch Breaking Bad. And then I started it, and then I was binging it until like 3 a.m. I fell asleep, the episodes kept playing, I had no clue where I was anymore, so I stopped watching it, and then more recently, I watched it, I finished it, I was amazed, I watched El Camino, I loved it, it was great, I watched Better Call Saul, I'm still watching that one because it's still on, and they don't have all the seasons on Netflix, so don't start that one yet, because you're not going to be able to finish it for a long time, because they're taking their sweet time adding Season 5, and by the time Season 5 is added to Netflix, Season 6 is already going to be ongoing, so you're going to have to wait for Season 6 to be on Netflix, and it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. But they're great shows. So I'd have to give the series like a 9.8 out of 10. Like I said, there are some times where it's kind of lulling you and it's kind of like slower, but it is just such a fantastic show. And they do such a great job. These characters, their relationships with each other, I'm big on characters. I like really good characters that I can just be like, yeah, that guy. And the show has a million of them. Characters that come and go, characters that stay the whole show, characters that are good, characters that are bad, there's just, there's millions of them. And I mean, it's not even just the characters in this case, it's the story, it's just so good. I know I've said it a million times, it has such a good story. So I know you've heard it from a million people, but you're gonna hear it from Coco, from Cocos Creates/Critiques right now. Watch Breaking Bad. It's a great show. It's not too long, you can finish it. It's not one of those shows that have like 1,000 episodes and then people go, oh, well, once you're past the first 100 episodes, it's really good. It starts good. Some people say like season 2 is when it really starts, but I think season 1 is still amazing. I think it really is. It's a great show. It has, again, lots of moving parts, great story, lots of action, lots of drama, lots of suspense, lots of comedy bits. It's a great show, and I highly recommend it to anyone out there looking for a new show. So I think that's pretty much all I have to say. If you like this video, drop that like. If you didn't like this video, it's okay to drop that dislike, but let me know what you didn't like about it. If you're like, Coleman, you said the word sussy baka in this video, that's a dislike for me, which is fair, but I was quoting Dean Norris, the actor of Hank, so it's all related, so you can't really get too mad at me. But yeah, let me know what you didn't like about the video in the comments so I can make these videos better for you. And if you want to see more of my content, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you want to see whatever I post, whatever it is, be the first one there, all that good stuff, make sure you ring that little dinger bell. Boom. Just like that. And YouTube will send you a post of whatever I post, whatever it is, you'll be the first one to hear about it, all that good stuff. In the description, you'll find links to the Cocos Create Instagram, Cocos Create TikTok, Cocos Create Twitter, where you can find all sorts of good stuff like that on there. And so definitely check those out if you're looking for more Cocos content. Remember, Cocos Critiques is bi-weekly, so you won't see me next week, but you'll see me the week after that. And Mondays for food reviews. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!